This is Brian's Insights, brought to you by Network 126, once again, the home of Brian's Insights. And I'm here with...
I'm MC Robin Hood, host of CMO Report.
And I'm CC99 of OTP Radio and CMO.
You're here in Project Nightwing, home of CMO Report, OTP Radio, Network 42, and Brian's Insights, aka Network 126.
Yes, so I wanted to start off with just a couple of little cool comments that I got recently. Thunder King 101 says, really like the vids. We'll watch more episodes about RV living and the economic crisis we're currently in. I am almost finished with my academic degree now, but there are indeed no jobs at the moment, even for academics. Yes, that is true. There are just no jobs. Biff George says, I really like this one too. The economic recovery is like Bigfoot. You always hear about him, but no one has actually ever seen him. I like that one. It's so true. Now, as long as I've been making these RV videos, I've been getting a lot of the same kind of comments. People telling me about alternatives, like telling me about like a caravan or a little small trailer or something like that. 8-digit PDX gave me some. I mean, it is an interesting thing to look into, but it wouldn't work for my situation. But he or she goes, I hope you catch a deal or someone hooks you up with a decent old rig. So many of those RVs are around in people's driveways not being used that someone somewhere that would probably cut you a deal on one if they actually sympathize with your situation or like you for some reason, or figure out someone to team up with. Does the place you're at, I'm guessing your parents' place, have a driveway? You could maybe build a trailer in a driveway. And then goes on to part 2 of the comment. Do some YouTube searches on some small camper builds. There are some which use the same trailer frame which you can get from Harbor Freight as their heavy-duty trailer kit. It is basically just a frame kit, but a few people have designs for small campers based on that frame, and you can build that camper in the driveway while it is light enough to tow behind just about any car, except maybe a Civic or a Metro. Well, I've got a little Ford Tempo, so there's a reason right there. It's only got like 90 horsepower. The entire build does not require much for special tools. Some wrenches, some use power tools for woodwork. It is a small living area, but the idea is you don't try to make an entire house in there. Well, I want an entire house. Skip the kitchen, for instance, and skip the bathroom. Use the kitchen and bathroom in the house. So the trailer is just a bedroom. Okay, right now, and for those of you who may have missed in part 1, I live in a 10x5 dining room. I'm not looking to upgrade from the dining room to the driveway. Okay? I mean, it is a cool idea. Maybe for some it may work, but in my situation, I want to be independent. I need a full 26-foot RV minimum, no bigger than, well, I want to keep it Class C, so it's probably like the maximum I can get, which for me is fine. It's not too small, it's not too big. I don't want to go any smaller because, like, I'm not the kind of person who can just like live with the bed and clothes and that's it. You know, I've got an active mind. I'm like into computers. I'm like tearing stuff apart. Doing YouTube videos, producing, and I also want to do like maybe like a little show inside the RV, and
Like we're doing now.
Yes, like right now. And this is a big RV. There's enough room to do all this stuff, and I need to be able to store all my stuff, and that's not going to happen in a little itty bitty like a 20-foot, you know, or smaller, or you know. I mean, the other options are cool, yeah, and they have their advantages, but everyone has their own unique needs, you know, as a person. We're not all doing the same thing. Some of us need a lot of room, some of us don't. So...
Which is true. We all need space for what we're doing. living in a pop-up trailer, living in a 17-foot Class B isn't feasible for somebody that's actually trying to build a business, trying to build a career in this economy and trying to perfect their skills, do something that hasn't been done or has been done before, but to a different audience. Brian's right throughout everything he's saying. The economy sucks right now. I never thought that I would downsize to an RV. I'm a married man with a child, and we're downsizing to an RV because it's more cost efficient, cost effective. It's almost the same size as the apartment that we lived in, and we have all the amenities of home, but we can move around and do our work from the road as opposed to having an office job, as opposed to not having an office job and being unemployed. We're actually able to focus more on doing what we do and getting the message out that we are who we are and that we do what we do.
And the best thing about that is it's yours. It's your property. You're not renting it. It's not.
They can never foreclose on us.
Yeah, exactly. So you can kind of have some immunity there.
Well, we do have to be careful about where we're parking and make sure that the registration and insurance is kept up.
Yeah.
Because
Unless you
technically,
totally go off grid.
well, yeah, technically, as long as we are driving and parking on city roads, they can impound our home if we are
Yeah.
not careful. So. It's great to have the option to go off grid if we want. You know, there's places in California like Slab City where you can go and
Yeah, I've heard
stay.
about that.
Yeah, you can stay and they have hookups and you just kind of participate in this little off grid independent community. Otherwise, you know, there's the option of boondocking around town. We were talking about that before, where you can move around every couple nights, and as long as you're not staying in one spot on a city street for longer than a night or two, they really won't say anything to you. You don't
Yeah.
have to go that far, and you can just literally have any park in your city be your backyard for a night or two and travel your own city, travel your own town, and then everybody has a state park near them.
It's a jet!
I knew he was going to do that.
It is another jet. So everyone has a state park near them where you can go and have an annual pass and dump your tanks, fill up with fresh water, hook up to a little electricity for the night if you don't have your own through solar.
For more information on boondocking, boondocking.org.
I know somebody, I believe there was a comment somewhere about Slab City. Or maybe that was on the other page.
Well, I just wanted to also say that I'm really looking forward to having all the money that we would normally spend on rent, or for some people it's a mortgage payment, you know, that $800, $1,200 a month, $1,500 a month for some people in California, you know, that can be going towards gas money in, you know, being able to travel, see your friends and family, do things with your kids and your family that you've been putting off for so long.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to having those extra funds to be able to just live life instead of paying rent and paying mortgage just to keep four walls around you.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing about it. You want to live life. And that, now, I have done some research. You can live on a very, very limited budget if you had to. People can and do and are right now living for as little as $500 a month. Now, $1,000 a month is preferable because you can live a little bit more comfortably. But if you had to cut it down that small, you can make it work for just that much, $500.
Well, there's a lot of people in this country who are on disability, and with their disability income, this sort of lifestyle is really the only kind of lifestyle they can afford that allows them to also eat and pay for medicine. Otherwise, if they're trying to make it in an apartment on disability, 100% of their check goes towards covering their living expenses. So
Yeah.
there are a lot of people in the country who are on disability and have chosen this lifestyle because it's the only affordable option.
Well, Carvids71 has some advice. Once you get one, check out Quartzsite, Arizona. You can stay there for like $100 all winter with water and sewer access, or $100 a month with hookups. RVing doesn't mean that you have to hide out on streets and parking lots. Remember that Class B vans and Class C motorhomes cost the same. You can get them for under $5,000.
Quartzsite, I have heard of. Um, I think that's a great suggestion. It's
So you
a
know
little
something
more.
about
It's a little more off grid, but you know,
If you have solar panels and a way to get water and stuff, then you're set, right?
yeah, and you can't find more temperate weather.
Here's a nice one for Brian.
Predictable.
A 1969 Dodge Explorer. It's only $4,500.
Not bad.
It obviously looks like it's from the 1960s.
Yeah.
Nice and rounded. Twin beds in the back. Dining area. But all the amenities of home, just like a lot of the Class C's and Class A's.
What class is it though?
This is a Class C.
It's a Class C. How big is that? That looks like a 30-foot.
It's at least a 30-foot. Yeah, it's a 30-foot.
Well, see, I don't want to go too big.
Oh, what is your ideal length?
26,
Okay. What's your minimum length?
24.
Okay. So here's a Ford 24-foot motorhome Cobra for $4,500. And while it's not as spacious as Nightwing, it has a full tub and shower, has full kitchen, seating area in the front, bunk overhead.
I like that overhead sleeping bunk, that overhead sleeping bunk area in the top. Like that's really cool because you can like wake up and have that view up there.
Yeah. As opposed to Class A's where it's a drop down overhead that is really actually very inconvenient if you plan on getting up and going.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool though because it's like it's like your nest, like, and you have like a full view of the whole rest of the RV, you know. So like if you hear like any noise, you can be like, you can look down and you can like see the whole thing. And if someone's breaking in, you can be like, you can have like your knife or something or whatever you have. Like,
Knife? You have your shotgun up there.
And some good advice if you're looking at RVs. Don't just look at the new RVs. If you're a handyman, if you have any mechanic skills, go ahead and look at something a little bit older.
I'm not really much of a handyman with mechanics though. I can build and repair computers, but when it comes to cars, I mean, I've learned a lot repairing my own car, my 1984 Ford Tempo. It's older than me, and I've had to learn to be my own mechanic, but there's some things that you need special tools and equipment for, and it's like, I don't
That's
know
why
if I
you-
want to be dealing with all that.
That's why you call up a friend that's a mechanic when you go and purchase it. And we made the mistake of not doing that. Obviously, we're going through a little turbulence getting everything up and running, but I did some renovations today. The couch we're sitting on is not the original couch. We
Yeah, this is...
ripped this out and put in a new futon with under futon storage. That's the new couch in Project Nightwing. It's also a bed. Watch this.
Ta-da!
Now it's a bed in Project Nightwing. $160 at Target. It's got storage drawers underneath. Like, see?
I see.
They don't exactly want to function yet, but we're getting there, people. We're getting there. And we're getting ready to rip out a couple other things, repaper the walls with fabric.
New curtains all around, getting rid of the blinds, replacing the old light fixtures
The
with
Venetian
LEDs.
blinds. I don't know who in Venice used blinds that look anything like these, but
No one, ever.
it's becoming home slowly but surely. We're starting to move stuff in. We've got a mechanic on call. So, yeah, it's a jet. It's a jet, okay? It's a jet. He wants me to do the thing every freaking time. I don't know why.
The audience likes it.
The audience likes what?
With
You
as,
acting a fool.
The audience likes you acting a fool.
with as many jets as go by, they're gonna get sick of it really quick.
Just a reminder, we're currently about a mile from the airport, so there's going to be a lot of jets going overhead.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to do it every time. Even though he wants me to.
We'll let you guys decide.
Comment below.
Yes.
Down there.
On the floor, right?
Yeah, on the floor. Down on the floor, on the floor, on the floor now.
Oh my god.
So we're gonna wrap this episode up. Next episode, we may talk about work camping, and maybe in the next one we'll actually go into my enterprise dream.
His enterprise dream.
Oh, don't forget you wanted to tell people about the tip we shared with you earlier that you can go to Camping World.
Oh, yes.
If you need to drop your tanks,
Get rid of your black water, refill your gray water.
And it's free.
empty the gray
Empty the
water
gray water, refill the tanks.
with fresh water. Yeah. You can do that at Camping World, and so just go to campingworld.com and find the location nearest you wherever you're at.
Wherever you're at, there's a Camping World near you.
Hopefully.
Maybe.
We're not responsible if there isn't one near you. We're not affiliated with them. We're not doing a commercial.
No,
It would be nice if we got paid for doing these things, but
we love you, Camping World. We love your stuff. Please send it to us.
send us some pretty things, please. Anyway, this has been
Network 126.
CMO Report
And OTP Radio.
with Brian's Insights. This is Brian the Computer Guy. Right here. This one.
DJ
one.
Dragonborn over there with the funny hat on his head.
MC Robin Hood. I'm only DJ Dragonborn when I'm off camera.
And CC99. Yours
Of
truly.
OTP Radio
Don't forget.
for the Awakening.
Don't forget to subscribe. Or actually, you know what? No, he will find you.
Wait, why am I your, Goonie now?
Because according to you, I'm the skinny little geek.
Hey, I used to be the skinny little geek, then I started eating again.
Okay, and while they're bickering, the rest of you that want to see some content, go to djcc99.wordpress.com.
Or cmoreport.wordpress.com. We're waiting for him to get his WordPress up.
I'll think about it.
That's djsisi99.wordpress.com and cmoreport.wordpress.com. Go now, follow us.
Do it. To it.